Leaving Yosemite, we had already hit the #1 spot for this journey, so everything else was just a bonus. So we went north. Our goal was Astoria, Oregon, the home of the Goonies. But California is one big-ass state, so before we could make it there, we had a couple stops. Our first was just outside Fortuna, California, to see more huge trees, the redwoods, at the Valley of the Giants.
Misty said she heard an Ewok, so we gotta be real quiet so they don't, tackle us.
After that, we made our way to Gold Beach, Oregon, which was the windiest place I'd ever been. Doesn't look like much here, but the entire night the RV was a rocket. And not for the good reasons. Seriously, we thought our roof was gonna rip off. So we kept moving. We found ourselves at this place called Thor's Well.
My hands are frozen, but Thor's Well is so freaking cool. So all this is right outside of a town called Yakats, or Yachats, Yachats, Yakats, or Yahats. No clue how to pronounce any of it.
And on our 39th day, we made our way to Astoria. Astoria is an awesome little town. Not too big, not too small, just right. It's one of those towns that you just feel relaxed in, like everything is fine and nothing is a big deal. At least that was the case for us. Remember Pat from Moab? He told us about the Astoria Column. You can climb the column, and after about 160 steps on a spiral staircase, you get to the best view in town. And with that, we were officially in the Pacific Northwest. But before we do too much exploring, we needed a bite to eat. So we headed to the Bowie Beer Company.
We decided to come out to eat in Astoria, and the place we're at has a window where you can see sea lions. Look at the guy. Check him out. How awesome is that? All right, so we're actually staying in a place about 25 minutes from here called Gearhart, right? Is that Gearhart? Gearhart. We're actually Gearhart. We have no clue how to pronounce anything. It's right in between Astoria and Cannon Beach. So we're gonna explore both of those places and see what there is to offer. But as of right now, Astoria is one of the coolest little ocean beach towns we've ever been to. And what did you say, babe?
Love it.
Love it. This place is pretty fantastic. I'm gonna film you if I want. Look at that pretty face.
Love it.
I'm gonna film you. I'm getting you. I got you.
So far, we had already seen mountains, arches, canyons, bigger canyons, granite rock walls, all kinds of craziness. But one thing I didn't expect was a shipwreck.
Misty wanted to check out Peter Pettigrew's shipwreck. That's it's actually called Peter Iredale, not Peter Pettigrew, Misty. Come on, it's not a Harry Potter thing.
That was me.
That was her. She called it Peter Pettigrew. He's not a rat, it's a ship. Peter Iredale shipwreck. I'm gonna touch it. Touch! I feel like this is just tetanus waiting to happen.
Like I said earlier, Astoria is in fact the home of the Goonies. So of course, we had to see where some of it was filmed.
We're in Cannon Beach checking out Haystack Rock. Fun fact about Cannon Beach, Misty tells me that scenes from the Goonies were filmed here, and a crappier movie by the name of Twilight was also filmed here.
Then we saw the prettiest
beach I've ever been on in my life.
This is Indian Beach.
This is Indian Beach in Ecola State Park. But like I said, I still stand by that. I think this is probably the prettiest beach I've ever been on in my life.
So far, the Pacific Northwest was not letting us down. After a couple days, we moved on, north, to Washington and Olympic National Park, to the HOH Rainforest. Beautiful, serene, calming. But of course, my dumb dad joke sense of humor kicked in.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ho. Rainforest is pretty cool. No? I really hope it doesn't rain today. Hey, babe.
What?
We might need to go hoe. I'm getting pretty hungry.
I said that seeing the Sequoias made us happy to see something other than the desert, but Oregon and Washington was that feeling on steroids. There really is nothing like the Pacific Northwest. Lush green, beautiful Pacific hitting all the giant rock faces, the moody feeling in the air. It felt like a writer's dream. It was perfect, like so much of this journey. But this was the moment we turned the nose of our Ford F-150 and pointed it south and east. The journey would end soon. But for now, let's enjoy it.
Do not drive or walk up to view or take photos of the Goonie house. Private drive. Police will be called. No turnaround. It's the Goonies house and we can't even see it? Ugh. Well, there it is anyway. I'm getting it. I'm getting the house.